Hello everybody, and welcome back to another devlog video. In this video today, I will cover my week's progress in implementation of a minimap, improvements to the battle scene, and a map scene with a dynamic day-night cycle. Stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on my content. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I started off the day today by building a little animated flag in Photoshop. I used my sprite animation system that I wrote a few days prior, and it made it very easy. Next, what I did was made it work with different colors, so that you could use the different colors for the different parties that the players are playing on. I wrote a little script that would spawn the soldiers at different positions, and finished off the day by adding light and a shadow to the flag for some visual flair. I had a very productive day on Sunday. My first task that I took to myself was to make a mini-map, so I could see the players and enemies in the battle scene much easier. I used inspiration from multiple games. I used the Minecraft mini-map mod, as well as, most specifically, CSGO, popular game that has a very intuitive mini-map, and I really modeled it from that. To display the icons on my own minimap, I wrote a script to display them and instantiate the objects and have them correctly target the world positions. The background of this minimap is actually rendered through another camera. So I take a minimap camera, which is a separate camera with different settings, and I render it to a targeted render texture. This is how I get the background of the minimap. So with this texture, I display it on the user interface, which then is put with a couple effects, and it looks very nice. So today I set out on making the map for my game where the player party will move around. How I did this, as you can see right here, link in the description, I used a map generator online to get a unique map shape. And then what I did not steal it. I traced the image in Photoshop with my own pixel art drawing, and I used a number of overlays to create this effect that made it look like a isometric map, perhaps. Link for that tutorial will be in the description. Fantastic tutorial, would recommend it. Imported it into the game engine, and as you can see, it's looking good. Today was Wednesday, and I set off just to start and make a time system for the map. You see, in games like this, you need a certain sense of time that is dependent on multiple figures, and I have to use user interface with a clock and a date and time to show that to the player. So it took a lot of iterations. I never knew that making a dang clock would be that hard to do, but the more you know, right? So I had to put some logic behind this, so I wrote an interesting little script that would move the hands of the clock, change the time into a 12-hour format or 24-hour, I'm not sure what I'll use right now, and actually change the face of the clock due to the time. So in the daytime it'll be yellow, and at the nighttime it'll be a dark blue. It's coming along pretty well. So, Friday was actually a very productive day for me. However, sadly, I could not record a lot of it, but I can tell you that I did a number of things. I added some visual improvements to the map. I added a day-night cycle for the lighting in my scene, and I also integrated the pathfinding from my previous scene into this, so that I could have a player party that would move around. So now I'm going to go ahead and build my project. Hey, it works. Knew it. So we have the working day-night cycle, and our player is moving around our map. looks good. I think the colors are nice. And our whole clock user interface working like a charm. It's turned out really well. Wow. So let's just switch over to our battle scene, which is more detailed. And this would be once you enter a battle from that map experience. And yeah, everything looks really good. User interface is still working, and our mini-map is right there. Wow, I like that a lot. It turned out great. So that's about gonna do it for the video, guys. If you liked the video, leave it a like. If it sucked, dislike it. I don't really care. But I'm glad you guys watched, and thank you for watching. See you guys later.